Welcome back, everybody. Families in Travis County will soon see the impact of millions of dollars headed to help provide more affordable childcare here in our area. You'll remember voters overwhelmingly favored a tax rate increase to support this, and now the county has approved contracts with Workforce Solutions Capital Area to help administer those funds through scholarships and then what's known as gap funding to help providers meet needs as well.
Joining us today for some extra insight into how this will all work and who it will help is Madison Mattise. She is the Senior Director of Childcare Quality Initiatives at Workforce Solutions Capital Area. Madison, welcome in, and thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today.
Thank you for having me. This is a really exciting day for Travis County.
Yeah, I would imagine so. So if we can just maybe get started by talking about what Workforce Solutions is exactly and why it might be a good fit to administer this program.
Sure. Workforce Solutions Capital Area is the local workforce development board for Travis County. And our mission is to remove barriers for economic mobility for citizens of Travis County. We know that one of the biggest barriers to going to training or accessing a new job is finding affordable childcare and being able to access that quickly. So we are already providing direct care scholarships to families through the federal funds that the county receives. And so we're a pretty good spot to land with this local funding as we can blend it and braid it with the funds we already administer.
So talking about those scholarships, the county says this new money will help about 1,000 kids. Talk about what that'll look like and what will that blending and braiding, as you said, really look like with the federal funding too?
Yeah, so we will be adding 1,000 new spots for direct care scholarships. 800 of those we anticipate will go directly to 0 through 3-year-olds, and then we also want to open up some out-of-school time spots. So those are kids older than the age of 6. And we'll open those up and start reaching out to families who have been on our wait list for what we would say is about 2 years, 2.5 years already.
Wow.
And once they are outreached, they start the enrollment process. They select a provider and they can get started with their training or their new jobs.
Okay, so we addressed the scholarships piece of this, but the other part is the gap funding, and that's to really help providers in meeting the need for these affordable childcare spots. But what will that look like really when you're distributing this money or deciding whom it might go to?
Yeah, so all of the providers that currently receive federal child care funds are still struggling to make ends meet with the amount that they receive. So this is a supplemental payment on top. If the provider is a TRS 3 or 4-star, for instance, the highest star ratings, they'll receive a little bit more just based on their quality. But they'll have the same number of kids in care to receive gap funding. However, it just makes it easier for them to afford the staff that they need to maintain the current quality and also to open up more spots so that families who maybe are not income eligible for these new spots may also start to see more child care positions open up in the community.
So you guys are already, as you said, working with a chunk of providers here in the area. You already have families on a wait list. For folks who were watching that announcement yesterday and wanting to benefit from this, and maybe they don't yet have a connection with Workforce Solutions, will there be assistance for those folks, and how do they get plugged in with the work you all are doing?
Yes, we have a full navigation team through our contractors, Baker Ripley, and you can access any of this information on our website. But we will have directions for how do you submit an application to the wait list, and then what to do to prepare for once you're called off the wait list so that you can more quickly access that child care spot. And you can find that all of that information again on our website.
And just in these final few moments, how big of a deal is this, in your opinion, that this money is going to be coming to you all to be able to help families and providers?
This is crucial, both for families who've been waiting, as we already mentioned, but also for our child care sector, who's in dire need of stabilization funding. So we're really excited for the community members, but also for our child care providers.
an exciting time, and we appreciate the work you're going to do to get all of this doled out. I'm sure there's a lot to wade through, but we know families are really excited to hear about this. So Madison, thank you so much for coming on and for the insight today.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it.